Howdy folks, we're going to build a computer. We're going to make something new out of something old. And first we got to start by gathering the parts. So I'll start with my own Horde. I haven't been in here in a while. I have no idea what to find in here. Oh, look at there. Oh, look at this one. Gosh. This is exactly what we're looking for right here. Yes, it is. Oh, it's freaking perfect. What we're going to do is we're going to build an Amiga out of an old Pentium 4 computer. At least I think that's what we're doing. Now look at here. Here's another one if that one's no good. We've got a Microsoft computer keyboard as well. So I don't know if these keyboards are good, so I probably better get both of them. I'll set these up here. What's in here? What we really need is a PS2 mouse, but no mouse. Somewhere behind here I got a couple other cases. Now I've got this one. It's a Corsair case. But in my infinite wisdom, I removed the power switch panel and put it on a mining rig. Now I took it off that mining rig and I put it out here somewhere, but I'm not real sure where. So if I could find that, we could use that for sure. Oh, look at this one. This box says it's a PS2 mouse. Here we go. PS2 mouse. We got one. I ordered one as well. It won't be here for a few days. Maybe we can use that one in the interim. Awesome. I think that's got it. That's what we needed. So I thought I was going to end up building the computer out of this Dell, but I had another one that was in this gigantic case, and I called it Gigantor. And for some time when I had my home office together, I had that case sitting next to a chair, and it served as a nightstand. Give you some idea how big that case was. So I wasn't sure I could find everything I needed to put that in another case, so I set up this Dell Dimension here, right? What we're going to do is we're going to build an Amithlon. The Amithlon is basically an AMD Athlon based computer that runs a virtualized Amiga on it. I saw a video, Chris Edwards had built one just out of some junk. Now, this old Dell here has a Pentium 4 in it, a couple gigs of RAM, and I found a 6 gig hard drive to put in it. So like I say, I was going to use it, but I had another one that had no case because I took that giant case out of it. And then I had this empty Corsair case here. So it occurred to me, I wonder if that motherboard will fit in this Corsair case. So I tried it and it does. So we're going to go a different direction. Rather than use this Dell, we're going to build this other AMD based computer for the project. So what we're going to have to do in order to do this is we're going to have to steal the drives out of this Dell. So this is the keyboard I got. I got this keyboard right here. It's a compact Presario keyboard. and I've tested it. I also have this trackball mouse over here. It does work, and it is PS2 connection, so we could use it. I was also able to dig out this mouse right here, so although it's not the same color as the keyboard, if it works, it might be a better answer than the trackball. So I got a little bitty old 6 gig hard drive right here in this Dell. I put it in there, and then I installed OpenSUSE 12.3 on it. I just happen to have a disk with that on it, and I thought it would be old enough that it should work okay. And it actually seems to work just great. So the hard drive seems to work. I have ordered a bigger one. It won't be here until next week. So anyway, the plan is to just rip the drives out of this Dell, and we will put them in our new build. So I guess let's get started taking the Dell apart. This project's been a lot more work than I thought it was going to be. I'll show you what's really cool about this whole Dell case. In case somebody here never seen one. I always like that about it. Is you press a button here on the bottom and one on the top. Look at that. It opens right up. No tools needed. So first thing we'll do is we'll just get these drives out of here, I guess. So there's that. So here's our 6 gig hard drive. I guess we'll use this top drive here as far as the DVD goes. We're going to need the cable. There we go. Here it is. So we'll have to take those rails off, of course, but this is a DVD drive. Okay, so while I was outside digging parts out and everything, I went ahead and checked to see if the motherboard would fit in this case. Give you a look at this case here before we open it and everything. So this is a Corsair case. I can't remember which model it was. It's only got room for 2 5.25-inch drives. We're only going to have one. I don't see where we have to get an adapter, looks like, in order to use the floppy disk drive, which could be it's something we could do. I don't think we'll jump on that right at this moment, though. Yeah, let's lay this down and get the side panel off of it. So I bought this case thinking I was going to put my main rig in it, and because I wanted to use a fan controller and everything, I realized it wasn't going to have enough drive base, and so I got something different for that. And I've had this empty case ever since, and I thought, you know what, how cool would it be to build my wannabe Amiga in this thing. Alrighty, so the previous owner, I didn't buy this brand new, it was a used case, but the previous owner did a pretty good job of packaging it up and making it presentable. So it's got its hardware and all that right here. Yeah. Let's have a look down inside here and show you what I got. So this old AMD motherboard, it's kind of a neat old gem, I think. It's a gigabyte motherboard, and I forget what processor it had, but at any rate, we'll see when we get some version of Linux on there to see if everything's lovely. So this panel here I had taken off of this case to put on a mining rig, so it would have the power switch, reset switch, and a couple USB ports. So we're gonna have to remount this to the case. No big deal, a couple screws, and like I say, it fits just fine. I had to modify the I/O shield a little bit. I just kind of put it in place there and then bent it around this opening at the top so I could put this fan in the back. But yeah, it worked fine. I've got all the screws that I can get. We got this far edge over here There's no screw in this here. It's just kind of floating there, which kind of sucks because that's right underneath the IDE ports, floppy disk drive, the ATX. I mean, if there's ever any place you need support on the motherboard, it's right there, but we'll just have to try to be careful when we plug and unplug. Yeah, I had to take one of these fans out in order for the processor to fit, but it seems to be okay. And then, yeah, I mean, it's pretty straightforward. So I put the screws in, I mounted the motherboard, I took a couple of these case covers off, and I put this video card, which I'm not sure what it is, and it had this USB card here, PCI card. So that pretty much catches you up to where I'm at. Now I can get going on some of the rest of this, huh? I guess we'll get the drives mounted next and get this front panel put back on. Okay, front panel just pops on. You get mounts like right here, so these screws fit. Yeah, those screws will work. Oh, okay, we got this. Just needed a little attitude adjustment. Alright, with that in place, let's go ahead and give this a little trial fit. Nice. Yes, that works. Okay, so we got to pop top cover off, I guess. Alright, let's lay it back down. I guess we'll have to take these Dell rails off of it. Probably be better off trying to slide it in from this way. Oh, I see. Okay, it locked itself. Yeah, I suppose if we wanted to, we could put a screw in it, in the back, just to be sure it didn't fall apart. Okay, yeah, so IDE 1 is the green connector in here. We'll have to take that other panel off the other side of the case here in a minute. I grabbed these for the power supply I want to use. They're just laying in here loose right now. Take those out of our way. So this one would plug into the white connector. So we put the blue one on the white connector, obviously. Let's see about getting these rails loose. Yeah, man. How about that? Pretty cool. So this is an audio cable, and it is for the DVD player, CD drive. Back when we were all much younger, they didn't used to necessarily support playing the CDs over the data cable. So you had a connector that would plug into your CD drive there. So the next thing you do, just get this back panel on. Nice. Let's have a look around back here. See what we got. We got fuzzies. Alright. So my plan, of course, will be to we'll leave this cable back here because there's nothing to hook it to on this motherboard. So we'll kind of tie it up out of sight, out of mind or something. This one will need to go kind of down and around. Let's see, so this is our front panel here. We'll have to get that put in the right places with all that kind of halfway settled. Let's turn it back over here again. Let's put a fresh battery. Here we go, a nice fresh 2032. Back to the old classic debate, huh? Do we fan up or fan down? I think fan down. So there we go, power supply. Yeah, those work. Alright, so that's our ATX connector behind that black and yellow wires there. Let's see if we can get the ATX connector somewhere close to that. Alright, we're going to need some Moloch power. Yep, gotta figure out where these plug in. Send them both through the back hole there. If we plug in the drives, we can test it. Right? So that one will go there. This other one will come through up top and plug in the power for the optical drive. Okay, spin. Yep. Alright, so it is running. Let me zoom this camera in a little bit. Because we changed CMOS battery, we cleared CMOS, so no big deal. We'll get her set up here. Most likely just need to set the time. We can also do the load optimized defaults, so we'll just do that. Yep. And then we can see about setting the time. So let's see, where will we find the time? Yes, we find that under standard. So this is March. And then we can do F10 to save and exit. Searching for boot record from floppy. Oh, look at that, grub loaded. See how OpenSUSE handles going from a Pentium 4 to an AMD Athlon. Okay. Not a problem. I have a Mint Mate here. Maybe we can load that up. Searching for floppy. There we go, one CD-ROM. Linux Mint. Alright, well I think it's safe to say that we found out that the drives do work. So with that done, let's get our fans hooked up and finish the assembly of the computer. I just don't see us making a real pretty build in this case because there's just no cable management room here. Well, the case side does bow out. We don't have room right here where we need it, so that's not going to work. Let's see. It does bow out some. If it comes, there's some room right here in the middle. That's just beautiful. All right, let's see what happens when we try to put the side on. I don't know what I was thinking was going to happen. Yeah, it's on there. All right. There we go. Yeah, it's not dirty anymore. So this is what this ended up looking like. I've seen worse. I've built worse. It's not great, it's not bad. It'll work. Alright, so what we want to do next is we want to try and tie up this wire here, I think. You know, I should keep it out of trouble anyway. Tuck it down there. Whatever. It's ugly as all get out, but whatever. Could take the screws out. And then clock that all around there where you can't see it so much. Put it back. Heck, looks like a computer to me. Looks like an Amiga to me, huh? I don't know if I go quite that far. Put the front panel on it. So now we just got to install the software. Alrighty then. Computer's built. This episode's getting a little long, so I'd like to finish out by just booting this live disk here of the Amiga OS XL. Here's a preview of things to come. Hey y'all, thanks for watching the video. Make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss the following parts where we add a few new parts. I've got some RGB fans for the case to kind of bling it up a little bit. I've got a new hard drive coming, and I have a CPU cooler which may or may not make episode 2. So with that, we'll see you in the next one. Y'all take care.